Today we discussed about antiplatelets categories of drugs. So what's the importance of platelets? Platelets, these are tiny cells in our blood that form from clots and this help to stop bleeding. For this dangerous internal bleeding can occur when your platelet count falls below 10,000 platelets per microliter. So this platelets is also known as thrombocytes. That are the blood cells. These are responsible for blood clotting. Then what are the roles of platelets? In platelets, there is the mainly platelet adhesion is an essential function in response to vascular injury and is generally viewed as the first step during which single platelets binds to specific platelets and this binds through specific membrane receptors to cellular and extracellular matrix that constitute of the vessel walls and tissues. This response initiates thrombus formation and thus this arrests the hemorrhage and permits wound healing. So these antiplatelets categories of drugs mainly interfere with this platelet function and are useful in the prophylaxis of thromboembolic disorders. So this principal function of platelet is to prevent bleeding by thrombus formation. So there's mainly three steps involving in the platelet formation: adhesion, activation and aggregations. So this platelets mainly this binds directly to the exposed collagen. There's mainly some of these receptors plays an important role, that is GP receptors and collagen, thrombin, ADP, thromboxane. These are some receptors. These are mainly seen in the platelet surface and there's there undergoes this adhesion and this activations, aggregations, platelet aggregation, this resulting. And these platelets, this have a key role in this maintaining vascular integrity. They aggregate at and adhere to exposed collagen to form a physical barrier at the site of vessel injury, and they accelerate the activation of coagulating proteins. So this release the stored granules that promotes vasoconstriction and wound healing. So in the first step, what occurs in this platelet aggregation step? These platelets, these have an important and critical role in the coagulation and thromboembolic phenomena. So the function of platelet is the regulating by various endogenous substances which are either released within the platelets or from outside the platelet. This is then seen in this endothelium. This substance either this acts on the platelet membrane receptor or within the receptors. These are important steps of platelet aggregation. First, the adhesion of platelet to damage endothelium. And following this adhesion, platelets are activated by number of agonists, adenosine diphosphate, collagen that is present at the site of vascular injury. These agonists actually activate the platelets by binding to specific receptors on platelet surface. And another is also create the synthesis of mediator. Main mediator is PF, this platelet activating factor, and thromboxane A2. So this platelet aggregation to each other by involving most of these receptors on the platelet surface, that is the ADP receptors, is adenodiphosphate, and mainly other some of these receptors like this thromboxane, thrombin, collagen, all this, and this mainly fibrogen, this bridges between these receptors. And then this the translocation of this negatively charged phospholipids to outer surface of plasma membrane of platelets. So thus this thrombin formation actually occurs from these acidic phospholipids. Then this thrombin further activates these platelets and acts on thrombin receptors and is converting the fibrinogen to fibrin. Okay. Then what's the role of antiplatelet drugs? In this mainly this thromboxane A2 and prostacyclin, this PGI2, this mainly potentiate this platelets formation. This is the mainly potentiator of this platelet aggregation. So this antiplatelet categories of drug, for example like this aspirin. This aspirin mainly acetylate and this inactivate the cyclooxygenase pathway. And this cyclooxygenase, this the pathway is the main this enzyme this responsible for the first step in the formation of prostaglandin. And if this low dose administration of this aspirin is also reduce the platelet activity and preventing the formation of thromboxane. So this is the main role of antiplatelet drugs, this blocking this thromboxane and prostaglandin production. So this aspirin, this in low dose, this mainly reducing the platelet activity and preventing the formation of thromboxane. And this mainly acetylates and this inactivates the cyclooxygenase pathway. This is the main pathway for the production of prostaglandin. So this blocking this pathway. And this is the main role of this antiplatelets categories of drugs. These are the some antiplatelets categories. This is the COX synthase inhibitor. This is the aspirin. Adenosine diphosphate receptor inhibitors is irreversible and reversible. This clopidogrel, ticlopridine, ticagrelor. These are the some important drugs. And phosphodiesterase inhibitors like dipyridamole and this PD inhibitors, cyclostazole. Then glycoprotein receptor inhibitors, abscimab, eptifab, terofibam. These are the some different classes of antiplatelets. These are the some newer antiplatelets. This is thrombin receptor antagonist. This is also PAR1. This receptor has also important role is mainly seen as a platelet surface. This Varaprox, atopraxer, and thromboxane A2 receptor antagonist. This teratrobin and picotamate, GP4 receptor antagonist, rivapisate, GP1B receptor antagonist, serotonin receptor antagonist, thromboxane synthase inhibitors, then prostacyclin analogs, epoprosterol. Some of these miscellaneous agents are dextran, sulfapirazone, clofibrate. These are the some newer class of antiplatelets. So this mainly this low dose aspirin, this role is thromboxane synthase inhibitor. This inhibiting the thromboxane A2 production. So this helpful for the preventing the formation of thromboxane. Dipyridamole, this drug is a phosphodiesterase inhibitor. And this another category is thienopiridone derivative. This ticlopidine and clopidogrel is a thienopiridone derivatives. And this another one is glycoprotein 2B3A receptor antagonist. This antagonist mainly block the final common pathway of platelet aggregation and is binding to fibrinogen, and these are more complete inhibitor of platelets than either aspirin or clopidogrel. This clopidogrel, this drug is clopidogrel. This mainly inhibit ADP dependent platelet aggregation and is also reduce the risk of stroke, myocardial infarction or vascular death. This glycoprotein receptor antagonist, this main role is blocking the final common pathway of platelet aggregation, and these are the more complete inhibitor of platelet if comparing to aspirin or clopidogrel. So this antiplatelet therapy protect at the risk patient against stroke, myocardial infarctions or death. So GP2B3A is the antagonist, tropifiban, eptifibat, antibodies abscimab. This made obtained from this monoclonal antibody. As we first come to this, the aspirin. Aspirin is the thromboxane A2 synthase inhibitor. If low dose administration irreversibly acetylates platelets and COX-1. So this reduce the production of thromboxane A2, and this antiplatelet effects lasts for the lifetime of the platelets, that is 7 to 10 days. In higher dose, aspirin mainly inhibits both thromboxane A2 and PGI2. So this hence efficacy is reduced. So this aspirin, this mainly acts through this cyclooxygenase pathway. So this is the main pathway for the production of prostaglandin synthesis. So this mainly blocking this COX enzymes. So what happened? These are the mainly responsible for the formation of prostaglandin. So is also in low dose reduce the platelet activity. So this by preventing the formation of thromboxane. So this blocking the thromboxane synthesis and prostaglandin synthesis. And here this occurring the platelet activation and aggregation. So this stopping these pathways. So this helpful for preventing the formation of thromboxane. These are the common adverse effects: gastric irritations and bleeding. Phosphodiesterase inhibitors, this one is dipyridamole, is a vasodilator. This mainly inhibit the phosphodiesterase, is increase the CMP levels and inhibits platelet aggregation. It is occasionally used in combination with warfarin during postoperative period in patients with prostatic heart valve. Thienopyridine derivatives, ticlopidone and clopidogrel, these are the prodrugs. These drugs are structurally related one. This main role is inhibits this ADP mediated platelet aggregation. This ticlopidine is a well absorbed after oral administration and is converted to an active metabolite in liver. It has a long duration of antiplatelet effects. Side effects are nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, leukopenia, agranulocytosis, thrombocytopenia and GI bleeding. Clopidogrel is a container of ticlopidine. It is usually administered orally, and these drugs produce synergistic effects when this combined with aspirin or GP antagonist. Clopidogrel produce fewer side effects comparing to ticlopidine, but rarely produce neutropenia and thrombocytopenia. This GP2B3 receptor antagonist is abscimab, eptimab, tirofiban. This main role is blocking the GP receptors for fibrinogen and von Willebrand factors on platelet surface. So this inhibiting the final step in the process of platelet aggregation. These drugs are usually administered parenterally. Side effects are bleeding. Main uses of these drugs are in case of acute MA, this low dose aspirin is most commonly used in high risk individuals to reduce the incidence of MA and in post MA patient to prevent recurrent attacks. They can also be used in unstable angina, transient ischemic attacks and in patient with prostatic heart valve. This three drugs is abscimab, eptimab, tirofiban. This is specifically this antagonist of GP2B3 receptor antagonist. And this T half, this abscimab shows the shorter T half 10 to 30 minutes. Longer one is the eptimab, and platelet bonding activity is long in case of abscimab. Renal clearance is orange shown with this eptimab. What are the common uses of antiplatelet drugs in case of coronary artery diseases, MI, unstable angina, primary secondary prevention of MI, cerebrovascular disease, coronary angioplasty, prostatic heart valve, venous thrombolism, peripheral vascular disease? These are the main uses of these antiplatelets categories of drugs. This Vorapixor, this the thrombin receptor antagonist, is a PAR1 receptor protease activated receptor. This orally administered one is inhibits the thrombin and thrombin receptor activating peptide, and as a result this induces the platelet aggregation. This mainly used in MI and peripheral artery diseases. This Atopaxar is a PAR1 antagonist. This mainly increase the body temperature in guinea pig. This is a newer antiplatelets. Prostacyclin analogs mainly blocking the all pathways of platelet activation and is mainly inhibiting the GP receptor activation, directly inhibit platelet aggregation. Epoprostenol, this limit use as a T-half is 3 minutes. IV infusion decreases the platelet loss during dialysis. Is a potent vasodilator which shows the headache and flushing. Lipoproster, this is the longer acting one, is a thromboxane synthase inhibitor. This desoxyban is used in Raynaud's syndrome. So we can summarize the platelet activations. There are 3 steps involved in this platelet formation mechanisms. That's the first is the adhesion step, then activation of platelets, then aggregations. So there are so many receptors in the platelet surface, mainly this thromboxane, ADP receptors, collagen, thromboxane. So these platelets is mainly binds to these receptors and this causes the activations, and this the production of platelet aggregation steps, this results. So this antiplatelets categories of drugs like this aspirin, this thromboxane A2 inhibitor, and this also a COX inhibitor. When this inhibiting these steps, so this results the blocking the formation of prostaglandin, and on the same time this also reduce the platelet activity by this preventing the formation of thromboxane. And the receptors are the ADP receptors. This mainly this clopidogrel drug, this inhibits this ADP dependent platelet aggregation. So this help to reduce the risk of stroke, myocardial infarctions or vascular death. Another is the thrombin. In these also receptors, then other receptors are mainly plays an important role. This the PAR1 receptor antagonist. Then another important receptors are GP receptors. This GP receptor antagonist, this mainly blocking the common pathway of platelet aggregation and is binding of fibrinogen and is more complete inhibition. This results a complete inhibition of platelets than comparing to aspirin or clopidogrel. So this antiplatelets therapy protects the risk of against stroke, myocardial infarctions. Okay, thank you.